I'm taking some cuttings off some trees that we like.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not, from what I understand, anyways, for this kind of stuff, it's, hold that please. You get them when they're green and they clone a lot easier.
What kind of tree is that?
I believe it's some kind of dwarf pear tree.
Is it a fruit-bearing tree?
See this one right here? See these, how they're all green? And like a lot of these are just, this would be considered like a hard cutting, I believe. And this is what they would maybe consider a, well, I don't want that, it's got little bugs in it. Well, something's making a home in there. It'll give me a problem later.
How would you know if that part is good for cloning?
Well, each one of these nodes, that's a node, like right there's a node, that's a node, that's a node. Typically, if you can, you want about 3 nodes. 'Cause that's where the plant is going to grow and start separating. And it's going to have what it needs to reproduce. Maybe if we get over here in 5 years, we'll have some real decent ones and we could put a handful of them out here.
Mm-hmm.
Two good ones. I plan on doing one of those squares that has about 9 of them. That's a real good cloner. I thought about taking some off of that one.
Which one?
Purple one. This again, please?
Sure.
This one might be, oh, you know what? I think this is a dwarf apple.
What kind of tree is it,
I
Papa?
think it's a dwarf apple tree. Might be a,
Dwarf?
yeah, like some kind of variety, like maybe a crab apple or something. Perfect. You look at something like this, I mean, it's the same thing, but it's got that hard bark on there. And it makes rooting take a lot longer. Where are you at?
How about this? That one.
This one?
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or so. Yeah, regular for me.
We're good to go?
I'm still looking around. We ain't got time. We have more time.
Hmm.
We'll go look around the woods or something.
What kind of tree is that?
This is the one out here. Grandma's old little pear tree. Once again, I don't know how. It's a little bit different color than the one over there, even at Quince.
Mm-hmm. What kind of cloning solution you have?
This one's probably 6 years old, so who knows.
Let me see.
But this stuff, I've had real good luck with other vegetative type plants. This is the first time I'm using it on. This is the first time I'm cloning trees. Period. So, people do on YouTube and whatnot. At the very least, I figured it'd be fun enough to try. So.
Mm-hmm.
And then Olivia's has a cloning solution that you mix up. And that's what I'm watering with. It's like a root hormone type stuff. All of it's generated for, or the idea is going to make some roots.
Mm-hmm. So you have
And
how
I'll
many
take something.
kinds of trees you have?
Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to take some other cuttings off our new ones too. Off our dwarf. If you make a couple cuts in there, kind of wound the plant on one side, and sometimes I'll trim a little bit extra off. And just dip it in the solution. People, somebody will tell you they'll like a powder or they'll like a gel or whatever, but I'm kind of just using what I have anyways
Mm-hmm.
at the moment, 'cause that's what we have, so that's what we're going with. You don't want to have a lot of vegetation on this kind of stuff because it tends to start dying, and so that's why we're doing it this way. I like exposing like a note or two, or a note on there along with the cut. Seems to do well. We're going to put a dome on this afterwards and go straight to fluorescent. And I'm doing it outside because the sun's down.
Mm-hmm.
Because these things, once you cut them, they're going to want to wilt up, and you want to get them to your little cloning rack right away, if at all possible. And we cut them, as soon as we cut them, we dipped them in that, let them soak in that Olivia's as we're cutting them.
So what kind of tree is this?
What was this? That's the apple tree that we got at Quince Road, and it's been there for so many years, and it's a little thing, which leads me to believe it's some variation of a dwarf. Never really taken care of very well, so that's kind of one of the reasons I want to clone these, Mr. Sentimental. And that way, if I ever want to chop those ones down because they don't fit into our landscape, I
Yeah.
won't feel bad because...
You're really Mr. Sentimental because this one is from Grandma.
Oh, yeah, that's ma'am.
Grandma's spear.
I'll probably do even more of these, and if I can get them to take off, I'll probably offer some to some family members too. I think it'd be a nice little gift that doesn't cost anything but time.
Yeah.
They all live. Uno más. There we go. So we got 2 different pear types, 2 different apple types, a dwarf cherry in there, blueberry, a smoke tree. Was it that one? A smoke tree, I think it is. I have to remember, but a smoke tree, I think. We'll update you later. I'll tell you what it is. So we have all kinds of,
Goofy stuff.
and a bunch of blueberries. You know, I've cloned other stuff before and had real good luck. Really good luck. But this is a whole new thing for me. With everything in here is new to me. And like I said, we're just kind of having fun because we can. The ones I really hope can take off are that dwarf cherry. And I'm curious about the blueberries. You know, if they blueberries take off real well, you know, we may end up maybe one day making a hedge, a blueberry hedge that some people do. And there we go. Made a mess again at the back porch. There we go. I'm gonna go put a dome on it, put them on a heat pad, and probably put them in the basement with the fluorescent light on it. We'll take a pic of that later if you want. But that's it for right now, as far as I'm concerned. You see how they go.